Welcome to this new video. We will use version 18.6 of Davinci Resolve to show an example of using Python to generate a transition or rather appearance effect with Fusion. First, let's look at what the Fusion effect looks like. An image appears in the foreground in a sort of cloud of spots. And then it disappears in the same way it appeared, but in mirror image, the cloud of spots disappears. To achieve this, we are going to use a Python code that I wrote for the occasion. Let's open it in Microsoft Visual Studio. I named it Inksplash Generator, and the code is available below the video in the description. You will find a link to my GitHub. You can use this code without restriction. It is offered with an adapted Creative Commons license. By being placed in the correct folder where the Davinci Resolve Fusion settings files are located, we invoke the script by specifying two parameters: the number of desired spots and the number of images that the effect will take. This script always uses the same file name output.settings as output. The folder where we find the file doesn't matter. I put it directly in the settings folder associated with Davinci Resolve, but you can create your own Fusion effect library. Let's look at what the contents of this file look like. This is text that can be edited with any text editor, which is what allowed me to create a script to generate it. My script uses random values for each of the 128 spots requested by the first parameter. Let's go back to Davinci Resolve. Let's start by creating a new Fusion composition. Then we place it on the timeline. We open it to see what's inside, not much. We delete the node named MediaOut1, which is created by default. Now the magic will happen. We will place the previously generated file in the empty merge part by dragging and dropping. And boom, the nodes that are described in the text file generated by the Python script appear. We flatten the life curves of each of the nodes just to see that they have random but contain curves. It is more difficult to observe the 128 similar nodes. By checking the right box on the MediaOut1 node, the rendering of this effect appears in the monitor. By moving the cursor on the timeline, we see the numerous blurred spots appear, each with its own particularities, its position, its size, its opacity, etc. It is not immediate. You have to give the computer time to calculate the image. Let's go back to Davinci's Edit Mode tab. It is not possible to reverse the playback of a Fusion composition. We will create a compound clip from it which will allow this. We duplicate the clip with click plus Alt. Then we reverse the reading direction of the second to have an inverted effect. We obtain an effect where clouds of blurred spots appear then disappear symmetrically over time. In the composite choice of the two clips, we select the inverted lump mode. This means that what is white will be interpreted as the background and what is black will be seen as what is in front. Now let's position the image that will be used in front of the timeline. We extend its duration to cover the two Fusion effect clips. We select the composite mode, which is foreground. We zoom in on the image a little to take up more space. And voila, this is how we obtain the final effect on the image, which appears and disappears. Thank you for watching this video. You know what you have to do if you liked her. See you soon for the next video.